I wanted to ask your opinion. Do you think that women are gold diggers? And in fact, someone sent me a message saying that men are more. The person said to me, Joyce, you're not ready for the conversation that men are equally gold diggers, if not more.
I totally agree with that person. I strongly believe that men are as gold digging as women. Look, it goes both ways. While there are gold digging women, there are also gold digging men. The problem is that this part of society, just sort of sheds more light or puts the spotlight on women, because women are traditionally expected to be the ones, quote, taken care of, being taken care of. So even when the woman is the one doing the funding the man's lifestyle, she's not supposed to air that part out. She's not supposed to make it public.
Society expects her to be silent about it.
Yes, society expects her to be silent about it and make it look like it's the man doing all the work, whereas the man is just a sit-at-home man who is basically just useless for much of the time, except for when he's collecting money from the woman. And I see this play out in many different cases, but the women would come out and smile and pretend that the man is the one, being the quote provider in the relationship. So yes, men are as gold digging as women are. The vast majority of men would rather end up with rich women than with broke girls. The only reason they end up with broke girls is because they can't reach. They are not, the women that they want to reach don't even want them.
Oh, Vaughn, you like a rifle. Like what you're taking?
I mean, it's not.
You're not taking victims this afternoon. Like what are you
Joyce,
doing? You're taking them
yes, it is what I strongly believe to be true. The the women that these men really want don't want them because they are not as rich, or they are just not, they don't measure up to their standards, so they settle for the ones who are not as rich. Because when a man believes that he has a certain amount of money, he believes that all women should bow at his feet. But how are you going to tell a woman who earns even more money than you, and who knows who she is, to bow at your feet? That's not going to happen. You settle for the ones who don't have, quotes, the kind of substantial means that you have, and so you call them gold diggers. But you yourself, deep down, want to dig some gold as well. That is why many men would rather be with a woman whose father is a well-to-do man.
Sometimes I wish I had like a co-host on the show, because I really came with the intention to pose a narrative, but kind of lean towards the guys a little bit.
Joyce, there is no leaning here. It is what it is. It's the streets, Joyce, and on the streets, everyone is hustling. Men are hustling, women are hustling. Otherwise, why was the term gigolo invented? A gigolo is a male prostitute, a man who does what a woman normally do. So it is what it is, Joyce. There are gigolos among us everywhere.
That, like, I came up with the whole male prostitution thing because I thought like there was just too many. Oh, it's just a prostitute. Oh, it's just a hoe. Oh, it's just a pro. I'm like,
Joyce, the number of men that prostitute.
Should I show you proof that many of your church-going, moral-looking, creed perfume wearing, economy flying
in fact,
brothers are hypocrites.
Yes,
like they practically just come out and they look like saints.
Yes,
but these are Satanists. These are children of the darkness. These are children of perdition. These are people. When they say pray against an enemy, because I think when they say pray against an enemy, you're looking to hell.
Yes,
you're all in bed with the enemy.
Yes,
that's exactly who you should be praying against, but you don't know any better.
And in fact, Joyce, there's even a difference between a gigolo and a male prostitute. The gigolo is mostly looking for targeting high society women.
Okay. Oh.
Who can fund them.
That's the Abuja boys.
It's a thing, Joyce. It's not just the Abuja boys.
Because like
it's
Abuja
the Lagos boys. It's the Anambra boys. It's the boys all over the state of the federation, Joyce.
This is wild.
Yes, it is. Then the male prostitutes are the ones that we would normally call the demons, who, have 5 girlfriends, 10 girlfriends and stuff. But the ones who are really doing the work are the gigolos.
I wish I had a co-host.
They are the gigolos.
This was that day I want a okay, you know what? I wasn't ready for this.
Yeah, we're so used to.
But I'm happy you came. Yes. I'm glad you gave me this one.
Yes, I totally agree with that person that said we're not ready for that conversation. Men prostitute more than women.
But because it's in suit and tie, we can't see it.
Exactly, and because society often favors men over women when it comes to matters of morality, women are often spotlighted
or demonized.
But men do these things every day. The prostitutes to be on top, they sleep with their bosses. It is what it is.
Wait, that sleep with your bosses one?
It's not only women that sleep with their bosses, Joyce. Men, it's Sheriff. defend his gender.
I can't hold it. I couldn't hold myself. What you guys mean? I don't get it. What you guys mean?
Oh my goodness.
Sheriff, you don't have a defense, or do you?
Of course I do.
It's the way Sheriff
What do
walked
you
into
mean
the
by
studio.
men prostitute more than women? I mean,
Because they do,
No,
Sheriff.
that's not true.
Okay.
Sheriff.
Let's look at the history of prostitution itself.
You want to go there, Sheriff?
Yes, we have to.
Okay, let's go.
That alone speaks to the fact that the profession was started by who? What gender?
Yeah, but that's a demand and supply. So,
Exactly.
So prostitution is demand,
Yeah.
but they're supplying someone.
So
They're supplying someone.
let's say that
There's a market for
let's
it.
let's say that you have a product. Before demand starts coming, won't you advertise?
No.
If
You
your
would-
product
you-
is
you
high in
would
demand, you don't
advertise.
even need advertisement.
No, that's the
Sheriff.
thing. You would first advertise before it gets to that point,
Starbucks.
right?
No. Starbucks doesn't have a jingle. Starbucks. Have you heard a Starbucks jingle before?
Well, I don't stay in that environment.
Oh, good.
But here's the
necessarily.
thing. Coca-Cola does not need to have adverts on radio.
The only reason something like that will come to society
Yeah.
would be because in private, men pervert women.
Totally.
It's the only reason.
That is absolutely wrong.
No, for a patriarchal
it is
society
completely
to
wrong.
permit prostitution, it would be that in private,
Yeah.
that the men already just do it. So the men will just come out and make
what's
this
crazy-
open
It's
for everyone.
completely
Sheriff,
wrong.
No,
Sheriff,
once
but-
upon a time,
What will
women were
happen? What will
possession.
happen if women refuse to say, "Okay, we're not. We're
Men
stop
would
doing
be
this"?
in high demand,
will happen?
Sheriff. In fact, as we speak now,
What-
women
what
are...
would- what would be in high
Sheriff,
demand? What would be in
Sheriff,
high demand again?
Man, your gender would be in high demand. In
By
fact,
who? Who will be
by your
demanding them?
gender, Sheriff.
Instead of round table, this is what we should have been doing.
Sheriff, at this point, in fact, I should say
That is not true.
Sheriff, at this point now in society,
we have more women prostitutes
Nope.
than
that
men.
is not true, Sheriff.
because it's second to nature.
That
no
is
no
not
offense
true.
to women.
No. Sheriff, that is absolutely
it's just
incorrect.
natural to have female prostitutes
Wait, okay,
everywhere.
so let me take you back a
Go
little
on the
bit.
streets of Ikeja. Go to Oniru.
Sheriff,
Who
just
do you
look,
find
just
on
look
the
at this
street?
Etimian crescent. You
Who
will
do
see
you-
your gender.
who do you have
parading
on the
themselves
street?
in mini.
I haven't found them.
Oh, Sheriff,
But
I
haven't
have.
found them.
You have
But
refused to
go
look, Sheriff. I have seen many.
Go to Oniru. Go to Allen. Go. I mean, you see
Yeah,
women
okay.
everywhere.
Yeah, Sheriff, but that's a narrow way to look at it.
No, but that's the
reason-
only way to look
That
at
is
it.
not,
That's not
Sheriff.
the only way to look at
Because
it. The reason
prostitution
those
is-
women are there, because men are going to come. In fact, you remember that there was a social there still is.
Because it's
a
business.
social
It's business
why
for
should
them.
she lay with you for free if she can legally get money out of
That's
you?
it.
Because
That's
then if you lay with this women,
prostitution.
But men are doing the
Have
same
you,
thing.
have, you,
wait,
have you
when
seen,
a
have you
man
seen
is-
men hang around and say
Sheriff.
there's demand?
Yes, Sheriff.
Are you guys watching online?
Sheriff, let me also tell you that I have met a few men on the streets in bomb shorts. And I am not even.
What are you
Except
looking
have-
for?
Sheriff,
Why? How come you are
they
missing
saw
all of
me,
them?
they looked at me, and I looked back, Sheriff.
What are you
I
looking
was first assaulted.
don't
I was first
understand.
visually assaulted.
What are you looking
Sheriff,
for? Why are you seeing
have
men
just
in
chosen,
bomb shorts?
Sheriff, you have just chosen
You
to
saw
not
men in
admit
Nika,
that.
and now you're seeing men in bomb shorts. I don't understand.
In fact, Sheriff,
Sheriff.
it is what it is.
have you heard the phrase "men are promiscuous in nature"?
Oh yes.
You know, society
Yes.
practically wanted to justify the promiscuity of the male gender,
Yes.
and had to nearly politicize it, just so that there would be little to no criticism
For men.
for men.
See, men are promiscuous in nature. I've heard that 1,000 times. But how many men have you seen by the roadsides?
Oh,
No,
Sheriff.
wait,
Come on,
just
Sheriff.
How
because
many?
No, but just because
Because
they're
we're talking about
not,
prostitution. You know,
no,
prostitution is exchange for something, right?
Of course, now
Yeah,
they're-
Sheriff.
So how,
yeah,
don't break my hand, though. Don't break my hand.
Sheriff, so Vaughn said sleep with the boss. So
Yes.
some people want to keep their job
Yeah.
and they have to sleep with their boss. That's exchange for something.
Yes, it is.
Yeah?
Yes,
And
it
men
is.
do that.
At the same
Women are
time, you
choosing now
don't
not
have
to-
to do that.
No, but women are
Right?
even
You
choosing
don't
to
have to
get
do
away
that.
with something because, of course, they know this is not an emotional connection.
Mm-hmm.
This is not love. He wants sexual pleasure,
Mm-hmm.
and I might as well just get paid for it. And so a woman does that, and you say it's prostitution. But the man who
Yes,
wants
it
his-
is because she can decide not to.
But men do that as well.
But
Still
wait, who
prostitution.
hasn't raping women?
If
Like,
you break this finger,
yeah, because Sure. Skype people are wait. Sheriff, I know that you want to sanitize the not so pure image of the male gender.
Say whatever. You just say whatever you want to say. There's nothing to sanitize.
No, your choice.
Women are known
Joyce
to have
more sexual desires,
to have built an empire from this industry.
What
you
about
can't,
men?
You can't say
Sheriff?
the same for men.
Yes, I can,
no, you
Sheriff.
can't.
but do you know
Yes,
why
I
a
can.
woman?
You
But
can't.
how can a woman build an empire if not off of the desires of men?
I'm not
but
contending
that's the only
I'm
reason.
saying that
so
the
these
person,
men
the person
are
that's
more like the slaves.
So what
who
I'm
built-
saying is,
Exactly.
the
the
person.
work. Like,
What I'm
these
saying
are
is the
slaves
person
that's
that
just-
is in the business.
Yeah.
Is the prostitute, not the person that is not
I
getting
would like to
anything
say
out of
something
it.
now,
The
please.
men are getting something.
What,
They're
wait,
getting
we're
an
talking about
erection.
financial. What
I'm
are you
not-
talking about?
Because
That's
it's
emotional
financial.
satisfaction.
Can I
but
just
we're
say
talking
this?
about we're talking about prostitution.
Can I just say
Look,
this?
you can be on a job and not be paid.
I want to
In
go
cash.
back to my meeting now.
Go to your meeting. You can be on a job and not be paid as well
But
as
Sheriff,
you
before you
want.
go back to that meeting, I would like to say this. You say, like, come and sit down. I have to say this before you
What do
go,
you want to
Sheriff.
say? What do you want
That
to say?
if all the women today decided to stop sleeping with men, men would sleep with men, Sheriff.
No, men will not sleep
Yes,
with men.
men would sleep
other
with
options.
men.
Men will probably sleep with dogs.
No.
Sleep with cows.
They will sleep with their hands, their pillows, Joyce.
You know it's never going to
I
happen.
mean, men even brag
Because-
about masturbating.
You know-
it's
Sleep with their pillows.
It's because of the spirit of
Excuse
God
me?
that they
Yes,
all decide to
Sheriff.
look for the cross for
Excuse me?
redemption.
Yes.
More women brag about masturbating than men.
I don't even meet
because
women
men,
who do.
again, Sheriff. The
Are you
reason,
kidding me?
Sheriff, the reason that is.
This is a known stuff.
Sheriff, the
Women
reason-
brag about
Sheriff,
it.
the
I've
reason
got my
that is-
toys.
the-
I've got this.
Sheriff,
I've got that.
the
I've got
reason-
different sides.
the reason that
it's
is-
daytime radio.
the
Like, sorry, I'm going. I'm just going. I have to go now.
Thank you so much. He just came in. He came in uninvited and he's not leaving.